ladies and gentlemen. If I could please have your attention very briefly. We'll try to keep the speeches short so you can continue enjoying the exhibition, and we will begin serving food as soon as the speeches are over, so we'd better hurry up. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies. Welcome to the KRG representation in Washington. I'd like to give a very warm welcome to all of our distinguished guests from the Kurdish community, from the State Department, embassies, the private sector, and many other dear friends who are here at this exhibition and reception to celebrate the work of our dear friend Yunus Muhammad, the award-winning and very deserving photographer. And there he is, hiding. We're delighted that Kak Yunus and his wife Kulsum Khanum are both here with us this evening. It's wonderful for our team at the KRG representation to be part of this cultural event. It was difficult to organize because we were ambitious and decided that there should be an exhibition in Nashville, an exhibition in the US Congress, and one here at our very small building at the representation. Of course, we couldn't do this without our partners. The Spirit of America, whose chief executive and founder, Jim Hake, is here this evening, Kurdish Professionals, a non-profit based in Nashville, established by young Kurdish Americans, and Justice for Kurds, the advocacy organization based in New York. Without our partners, none of this would have been possible. We're delighted that Kak Yunus and his photographs are here for you all to see. As you can see, they tell the story of the Peshmerga who fought against ISIS. They tell the story of everyday life in Kurdistan, and they tell the stories of hope and sacrifice, the wounds that our Peshmerga have borne just to fight for Kurdistan's dignity and honor. And we thank you, Kak Yunus, for capturing all of these evocative, powerful images and for allowing us to share them with our friends here today. I'd like to thank the Spirit of America, who have been great partners to the people of Kurdistan and the Peshmerga forces. For a very long time, the Spirit of America has provided support to Americans abroad, but also to American partners, including partners in Iraq and the Kurdistan region. Just last month, I was in Erbil with a trade delegation organized by the US Kurdistan Business Council, and we visited the Peshmerga Language Center, which is partly funded and supported by the Spirit of America. So Jim and Spirit of America, thank you for everything you're doing. I can't see Jim, where is he? Oh yes, there you are, thank you. I would also like to thank our team here at the KRG representation for the work that they've done to put all of this together, and particularly my colleague Karwan Zebari, who has helped to plan the exhibitions in Nashville, Congress, and here. But it's been a team effort involving all of us, involving our partners who I already named, and of course involving all of you, our guests. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of this wonderful celebration. I'd like to recognize many friends who have joined us this evening. I'd like to recognize Mr. Salwan Sanjari from the Iraqi Embassy, Ambassador Khalilzad, who I think will be here if he's not here already, and his wife Cheryl Bernard from Arch International. I'd like to welcome our friends from the State Department, Mike Day, and I believe Sahar Khoury Kinkalan is here as well. I'd like to welcome Hikmat Bamarni from the KDP representative and Sami Saleh, the PUK representative. There are many friends from embassies and representations, from the US Chamber, from USIP, and I'd also like to welcome Dr. Mohammed Shamari from Baghdad, who is joining us today. There are many of you that I would like to recognize, but if I do that, then we'll never get to eat. So I will stop here, but I would like to invite Jim Hague from Spirit of America to deliver remarks. Thank you all and welcome again.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor, thank you, Representative Rahman, for your kind words. And before I get started with a few kind words of myself, I'd like to recognize the people behind the scenes that make such a wonderful evening like this happen. So I'm going to, Eunice, I'd like to start with your wife, if she could just raise her hand. Yes, please. So, a round of applause for Eunice. We know that behind any accomplishment is an important and strong partner, and you are that for Eunice. Thank you. For the KRG staff here tonight, could you just raise your hands for us? Anyone on the KRG representative team here? A round of applause for everyone. Thank you very much. And for the Spirit of America staff, let everyone know you are just a hand in the air, please, including the young man Teddy Barr in the back. Thank you all. So, I am Jim Hague. I'm the founder and chief executive officer at Spirit of America. So I have the privilege of being part of the team that includes the people you just gave a round of applause to. So thank you for doing that. And Representative Rahman, thank you so much for your partnership over the years. We couldn't do what we're doing in Kurdistan without you. And our idea at Spirit of America is to get citizens involved in preserving the promise of a free and better life, to help bring a free and better life to people around the world. And we do that by working alongside partners like those here tonight from Kurdistan. We do that by working alongside the U.S. military and State Department personnel all over the world. And the whole idea is what we can do together when we're united and working together to do those things which express our shared values. And it's an honor to be with especially our friends from KRG who share those values with us. So I brought, this is our 20th year at Spirit of America. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary this month. I may look older than 20, and I am, but the organization is not. And so one of the very first projects, in Kurdistan, we've operated in more than 100 countries around the world and provided assistance in one way or another in more than 100 countries. We have done more in Kurdistan, I think, than anywhere else in the world, and for a lot of very good reasons. And so I dug up, and I think our team here tonight doesn't know what I'm about to tell you all, but one of our very first projects 20 years ago was working with an Army captain named Justin Thomas, who in the late spring of 2003, sent me an email. And I'm going to read a little bit of this email, because I would like it so expresses what to me is so impressive about the Kurdish spirit. He said, so he was in the Soleimani area, and he said, I met today with some of the representatives of Halabja today to discuss your organization and how we could best serve them together. And he said, I believe that one necessity is musical instruments. And he said, it may sound trivial, but the towns around Halabja and Hammam are known throughout Kurdistan for their cultural history to include music and traditional Kurdish music. And he said when Ansar al-Islam and other Islamist organizations took power, they forbade the playing of music in this area. And so he said, can you help out with some musical instruments? And so the local leaders that this captain met with could have said anything, any type of assistance that they might dream of. And what they asked for help with, was to bring back their musical heritage. And to me, that just is such a powerful expression of the Kurdish people that carries through to today. So, we did in fact provide the musical instruments, and a lot of beautiful music was made. Back to what Kurdistan means to us, and I think to the world. One of the best measures of anyone is what they do when things are tough, when it's hard. Because everybody gets along when things are going well, right? And of course, we're all friendly and so forth. But what have the Kurds done, and people in the Kurdish region over the last 20 years? Well, with just a couple of highlights from my perspective. When the Islamic State created refugees from Syria and internally displaced people from Iraq, where did they go? Where did they find a welcome home? Kurdistan. And at one point in time, 1 out of 4 people in Kurdistan had come from somewhere else to escape conflict. And they were welcomed. There was never a problem. It was done with open arms and with just a commitment to that free and better life that we share. So the second one, the same kind of thing, is that the sacrifices of the Peshmerga in that same conflict were extraordinary. So more than 1,800 Peshmerga soldiers gave their lives in that fight against the Islamic State, and there were more than 10,000 Peshmerga soldiers that were wounded in that conflict. And so that's what they did when the going was tough. And so the partnership that we share is beyond the war and conflict that represents, and it's about the shared values that are so important to both America and the Kurdish people and those who seek a free and better life everywhere. So it is just a tremendous honor to be able to celebrate that here tonight. And it's a testament to the incredible spirit, and we have spirit in our name, and Representative Rahman, you represent the spirit of Kurdistan. So the thing that I would like to say about Bayan is that much of what we've done over the last 8 years in Kurdistan was made possible with her support and her encouragement and her input and her advice. And she has opened doors, made introductions, and given input to our team at every turn along the way. So as a token of gratitude, we have a small gift for you. Oh, yes. Yes, let me trade something here. Well, I'm going to leave it in the box, I think. So,
thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. This is amazing. Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shall I hold it so you can
Yes,
finish?
thank you.
Thank you.
And so we are also here tonight. Well, Representative Rahman is headed back to Iraq, headed back to Kurdistan in another month or two, and we are going to miss you terribly here in our nation's capital. But we understand you're going to make enormous contributions in the Prime Minister's office, so we can't wait to see what that looks like for the people throughout the region. So we'll miss you, but we're also happy for you and for the country.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, back to Yunus. So we are here to celebrate the work of Yunus Mohammed, and I've had the privilege of driving almost cheek to cheek with Yunus throughout Kurdistan for about a week, pressed together. If you think of the sardine, that's what we were like in an SUV, visiting Suleimania, the Hook, Erbil, of course, all to look at how Spirit of America could work to help make a difference in Kurdistan. And his work, which please take the time to see it this evening, it's just extraordinary. And the spirit of his that comes through and of his subjects that come through will lift you up and set you off for the rest of the year, I think. So, Yunus, thank you so much for that. And beside being such a phenomenal artist and photographer, he is a dear friend and partner of Spirit of America. Much of what we've done in Iraqi Kurdistan would never have happened without Kaki Yunus. So, sir, please come up. I have a little something for you, and then I'm going to turn the mic over to you as well.
Thank you very much.
You are around for I'll take that back and put it in a safe place for you. But everyone, thank you for being with us tonight. As a proud representative of Spirit of America, we're so happy to see such a wonderful turnout for such a talented artist, and as a pre-sending off party for Representative Rahman.
Thank you.
So Yunus, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. I'm very happy that tonight you are here celebrating being together, and I appreciate everyone who take the time and coming here and seeing this picture, which is, I felt this is my job to do, and just I try to do it in a good way. I want to thank everyone who was behind this idea to come this project through and become a reality. You mentioned everyone behind, and I appreciate, but just I want to again talk about Spirit of America, which honestly I know the last 7-8 years I was closely like very close to them, and I saw what they did in Kurdistan. We appreciate everything we did, and I don't know how we can be grateful. Thank you very much. And with you, we have a better Kurdistan now. With you, we have a better hope for future. And appreciate that you are standing close to us. I don't want to take your time because I'm not that professional in speaking. Again, I want to thank Bayan Khan, support from the KRG and Justice of Court and Kurdish professional, and hope my pictures bring something to you and tell the story that I want to show. Thank you very much, and that's it.
Thank you, Kakulis, thank you, Jim, and thank you so much for that wonderful speech and for the gift. Again, welcome everybody. It's wonderful to have you here. I believe the doors will open over there and you'll be able to help yourselves to food, and the drink is over there, and the excellent, beautiful photographs are all over the place. Please enjoy the evening.